So you guys think Zeus is a big fan of Settlers of Catan?
He's a big everything compared to normal size humans.
Listen,
What are the Greek gods board games that they get into?
Settlers of Catan, absolutely. Risk, obviously.
Stratego.
If trains existed, he'd be a big ticket to ride guy. Absolutely.
I bet you. What's that game called where it's like called Blind Date or whatever, where you have a bunch of people in front of you and they have a bunch of people and you try and guess who they are?
I think it's called Guess Who.
Yeah. Does your guy have a mustache? It's one of those.
Right.
I think he'd like that game.
Is your guy a bastard child of mine? No. Flip.
Did I have sex with your mother?
Half the board is still up.
Is your child immortal?
I appreciate you both not wearing shirts to this recording because that's kind of where we are in this cut. It's just a lot of man chest.
I just wanted to go diaper
a lot
forward.
of man diaper.
Yeah. This is like the perfect movie for that like adult baby demographic.
Oh yeah, if you're an adult baby, you're gonna love this episode. Hit it.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Welcome. I, Jonathan of Themocles, am here, the greatest voice artist of my era. I shall be on the boat, the Argo, with my Argonauts.
That's right. I'm Rick of Ricola, brought to you by the cough suppressant that is letting me talk today.
Oh.
And I am Robin of Syracuse, New York.
Hey,
Not as fun.
Goddamn
hey,
Syracuse.
from Syracuse. Hey,
I have nothing against Syracuse, the city, or the nation state, or anything like that. I have something very specifically against a dude from Syracuse in this cut. We will get to it.
God, he just keeps asking to eat sausage and peppers. What an asshole.
Yeah, because we are talking about cut 2 of Jason and the Argonauts today. It starts at 16 minutes, 30 seconds, goes to about 34 minutes, 37 seconds. It begins with Jason reconsidering the whole "I don't believe in the gods" statement that he made back in cut 1, and it ends with Hylas and Hercules helping themselves.
Right. Yes. Yeah. They're the Marv and what's Joe Pesci's character?
They're the wet bandits of this movie.
Wet bandits. Yeah. They're definitely wet. They're diaper wet.
I like how this cut starts because Hermes arrives to this music and puts his hand up. And these two assholes are playing a game and don't even notice. No one's looking.
Yes, this is where he beams aboard the USS Olympus.
I am Hermes. I have arrived. No one fucking cares, Hermes.
This is why his statue got knocked over. No one cares about him.
Yeah. He's got a dumb helmet.
I do have something about what he does have. Do you guys know what he's carrying in his hand?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little staff. Nope, not an onk.
You know what it is. It's
the two snakes around the thing. It's the,
two snakes facing each other.
Two snakes.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but that's brilliant. I need to have some sort of.
I've seen that before. I must kill Hermes. I was called him Hercules.
I am Thulsa Doom, and I love Hermes. Hermes, my favorite character, and Rudolph as well.
Tulsa Doom again. I got myself a big old winged hat now.
Right, let me close the loop, but it's the Kudookus. Sorry, not the Kudookus. The Caduceus. Thank you. The Caduceus.
Kudookus. That's what Tulsa Doom has. I got the Kudookus.
It is often mistaken for the rod of Asclepius. Asclepius is the Greek god of medicine, right? And he carries around a thing that has a single snake. And Hermes, of course, has nothing to do with medicines. But in 1902, the U.S. Army adopted Hermes sign for their medical corps, and it became popularized in America after that. So the Caduceus, no, I'm I'm doing,
It's the Kudookus now.
It's just the Kudookus. The Kudookus represents commerce and diplomacy between gods and humans. He can use it to put people to sleep or wake them up.
Perfect when he's prowling in the night.
Yep. Send messages from the gods and humans' dreams. So Hermes is kind of like the Freddy Krueger of this place.
Okay.
And he also used it to bring mortals to the underworld. So that's what he's carrying around. And I see you're impressed.
Yep.
Can I just say Kudookus for another?
Telling me it's not the staff of Gallipoli or Philippides or whatever the fuck you said.
Asclepius.
All words are made up, but come on, guys. Being a god looks like it sucks. You just sit around, you play board games, and most of them just meander, like just stand there talking to one other person. I assume these are all other gods, right? Is that what we're assuming? Even though none of them
absolutely
get to talk.
Well, when you're a god, your options are hang out on Olympus or transform into an animal and have sex with a mortal. Those are your two options.
I'd be doing that all the time.
They look like a bunch of people hanging out at the food court. Like, are these like Mount Olympus's mall rats?
Where's Jonathonius? He's down there boning down. He's an antelope right now. Having at it.
So Hermes provides the missing piece to Zeus's Stratego game, which is Jason. And I just want to say this is kind of an old hat effect for Harryhausen because he did this previously in the Three Worlds of Gulliver, as you can probably think that, he had to do a lot of small people and a lot of big people. He did say during a commentary he wished Jason was wearing red to kind of stand out more on the table.
Yabba Dabba Deuce, Yabba Dabba Zeus is kind of a ponce because he seems to like he's pretending like he knows everything, but he's confused by lots of things. And also he's a dick when it comes to playing games because he's playing a game with Hera. Hera's like, oh, you may have won the battle, but not the war. He's like, aha, you can't move there. You lose. My mom said you have to leave.
Meanwhile, Hera's like, there's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball. Come on.
Yes. So, yeah, he's playing Hera and he big dogs her. And then when Hermes shows up, he's like, it seems to be a piece missing. Well, don't you know? And then later on, he's like, yes, I invited Jason to Olympus. No, you didn't. You just said a piece was missing, asshole. You don't know what's going on. You're flying by the seat of your non-pants.
Yeah, he doesn't like planning.
He is very laissez-faire. Is that being used right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that Greek?
It is.
Okay.
From the Greek, laissez-faire.
It's a Latin root. It's close enough.
So Hera has 5 chances to help Jason. She already helped him out once by knocking Pelias in the water.
Yep. Wait, that counts as being...
It counts.
That's bullshit.
Counts. Listen.
She did something that helped him.
Jason is burning through his favors so fast.
He didn't
he's
ask
down
for
already.
The first favor, so I don't know how you count that as a favor. As a pedant, I have to say that I wouldn't... He didn't say, I wish... Whereas in this, we see too, where the second one also, I'm a little iffy on if that's a wish. If she answers something before he asks it, that's not a wish. But I guess the point is she helps him. Not that he has 5 wishes. She can help him 5 times.
Right. He doesn't have to ask for the help. She just has to give the help.
No genie rules involved.
No.
Okay.
And she's like, you actually were going to ask 2 questions. I can turn that into 1. So is the fleece real or where to find it? And yes, but by saying where to find it, she admits it's real. So
he's
it's
like,
in the
so
land
it is real. Yeah, dumbass. Don't.
It's not in Israel. It's in the land of Colchis,
which is in Georgia, not the state, the country.
Yeah.
That's where Thulsa Doom lives. I live in Georgia. The state.
So Zeus is like, oh, here you are, Jason. You must be coming to Olympus to ask for something. Maybe you want like a ship and a crew. And Jason's like, no, I could get those on my own. Like, I don't need to stop at McDonald's. I have McDonald's at home. And
don't
Zeus
worry,
is like,
I can get a bunch
look
of
at
dudes
Mr.
together.
Big Dick here, not getting anything from the gods. How about that?
I like that Zeus uses one of the lines I use on my kids all the time, which is the gods are best served by those who want their help the least. Okay, so can you make your own sandwich just this once?
So why did Hermes bring him though? Like why?
Well, he doesn't need anybody's help.
He doesn't believe in the gods.
He doesn't believe in the.
Is this to
Well, I
just
guess
affirm that this is just literally just to be like, okay, dickhead, I'm taking you up here.
Yeah. This is like basically
No.
Jason is a playing piece, and the playing piece needs to move around. In order for it to move around, he needs to have a little bit of external motivation.
Gotcha.
He's not refusing the call. It's just he's been given a very difficult task, and he doesn't know how to go about it. And Hera just happens to know everything. So
this is one of our first
just to bring him up there.
It's one of our first cutscenes for a video game ever. Hello, my name is Hera, and I'm here to help you. It's like
only if you ask the right question.
If you click on it, all you're doing is hitting space bar, trying to get through all the fucking garbage you have to get through with the RPG. Like skip. Get to the questions. I don't care where it takes me.
I know how to jump. I know how to swing my sword. I know how to use the joystick to move the Argo
Before
around.
I'll let you go on this quest, Jason, I need you to swing your sword over at this statue 3 times. I hate level 1 bullshit.
And also, convincing Jason that this is actually Mount Olympus. This is a place of the gods. And he's looking around. He's like, no. There's a Sam Goody over there. This is totally a food court. Like, there's a little reflecting pool. I'm not convinced yet.
Not to him. That's an ocean. Because he's standing on top of the table and he's a little man. He's a little guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I always love it when they
Olympic-sized pool. Get it?
I always love it when they show the Olympians being like really tall compared to regular people. Like,
what's funny is that they don't do that. Our number one Zeus right now is still the
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, from Clash of the Titans. Those are our number one gods, and when we meet them, they are tall, but they are not. They are not. Colossus of Rhodes.
Exactly.
We'll get to that.
They are not the Statue of Liberty tall. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of where we are. I would say that's probably our closest. Hera looks like the Statue of Liberty, except she's not green yet,
and she doesn't have a spiked crown thing, but it's more or less there. Yeah. So like we said, Jason doesn't need a crew from Zeus. He doesn't need a boat from Zeus. He can get all that stuff. And Zeus is very wryly saying, "Oh, like you and what army? Like, where are you getting all your gold, buddy?" Jason's like, Jason says that he doesn't need gold. He just needs to appeal to like the spirit of man or something to that effect.
Their hearts or something. Yeah.
He's basically going to go down to Earth, walk up to someone and say, "Hey, I know where the golden fleece is. You got to build me a boat." "Oh yeah? How are you going to pay for it?" "Doesn't matter how I'm going to pay for it. Do it. You won't." I dare you. I dare you.
I like that they look at the map and the map is only of the old Greek world.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be like, what the fuck is that over there? Is that America? That's wild. What is that? Whoa, South America.
Who made this map? Yeah.
Because half this stuff is like, no Greek has ever been this far. Well, yeah, no shit. We know you guys literally live in that little puddle that you lived in and didn't like go outside the Mediterranean much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mount Olympus is an actual place, and the Greeks could have walked to the top of Mount Olympus, but they never did. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's where the gods live. We don't need to go up there." I always love making fun of the ancient Greeks about how much they inflate distance and whatnot.
It's not fair to make fun of the ancient Greeks because they're not here to make fun of you back. But
yeah, in their defense, going from Thessaly to Colchis by boat is like literally 1,000 miles,
which to them is like,
it would take you 2 to 3 weeks of just sailing.
Yeah, they're kind of bitches. They're kind of bitches. We'll get to the scene when we get to it when they're out on the boat, but it's like 2 minutes in. I feel like they've been on the boat a day and a half. They're like, this is hard. It's hot.
I mean, it could have been worse. They could have literally marched from Thessaly
around
to
the Black Sea,
I mean, that's
around the
song,
Aegean Sea.
March of the Argonauts.
Yeah. So going by land, that takes you about an extra 500 miles. So you're looking at 1,500 miles. It'll take you the better part of a month and a half. Just to
there's
one
food along the way. So instead, he's gonna have himself a little Olympics
Yeah.
Are we moving on to the Olympics part?
Yeah, because he's going to call the athletes of Greece. And I actually looked up the word athletes. Like, did it mean something different in ancient Greece? And I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but it seemed that if you were an athlete, you were doing it, and it's like a big, like, it was more of a, I don't know, a proud thing. You're doing it for more than just beating somebody in a game, but it's like for the country or for,
Right.
for honor. So these guys all, he's like, I'm going to whip all these athletes into shape because they're all like noble and they'll do it. They love a challenge, but yeah, the Olympics, did Jason create the Olympics, or were the Olympics already here?
No, he didn't invent the idea of games. He just said, I will hold a games. And it'll be the best ever.
I will call it. I'm going to make up a new word called a game.
Yeah. He's like, these will be the best games ever created, unless, the gods say otherwise, but still.
And when you see, I love the games because it has that Adventures of Robin Hood, Errol Flynn kind of thing.
Yes.
You only get to see the person for like 2 seconds. It's like, this guy's the best. We'll spell it like real quickly. Like we just kind of run through the names to make sure, this guy can wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
This guy can throw a spear. This guy can, it's all like very quick. Like when you put the gang together, I kind of Ocean's 11 style. I kind of wanted a little more with them, but I understand the movie's halfway done at this point. So
yeah, it would have been pretty great for Jason, and like maybe his sidekick is Argus at this point or something like that, where they go to a big like Coliseum somewhere, and you've got Polydeuces and Castor are there, and they're like racing like one tiny chariot versus a big chariot, and then the two things explode, and they're like, yeah, let's get the twins. They're demolition experts.
And then they go in, they're like, well, what about this guy? Got anybody else on the list? He is the list.
I can't believe they brought in Radicus to do the breakdancing part of these games. But right, Radicus is on board.
I know that Robin is champing at the bit to speak about this. He has has notes, and you all know what this. It's so funny. He calls them. What did you call them? You call them trivia. But we all know their notes. He has notes on every person.
Yes.
And so we need to get to this now before we lose listeners.
Yep. Let's stick with
that'll bring them in, you see.
Let's stick with the announcer. We'll go name by name.
Like we said, we cut to a big sweaty dude in a diaper, knocking out another dude in a diaper. Welcome, Polydeuces.
Yeah, that's two poops. That's Greek for two poops.
Two poops. Known as a boxer in the Iliad, so here he is boxing. He's the twin brother of Castor, not Castor Troy. We'll meet Castor. Castor, in mythology, Castor had a human father, and Polydeuces had Zeus as a father. Go figure. They're both together known as the Gemini. So they're a constellation that was made by Zeus when Zeus.
Oh, God, by O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
Now, this is
Orenthal, Zeus.
How has this been changed from Face Off? Because Castor and Pollux is what they're called in that. Is Pollux just
the Roman version?
Is that so that is a Roman version of these two characters? Is it the same two from mythology but just changed? Okay.
Yeah, the Castor and Pollux from the Gemini constellation were Argonauts. So that part hasn't changed. I want to point out real quick that on the Wikipedia page for Castor and Pollux, the pair are described as an example of heteropaternal superfecundation. Heteropaternal superfecundation.
What does that mean?
That is where twins are born from a single woman, but the two eggs were fertilized by different men.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see the part where it was like, and maybe they were sprouted from eggs or something like that? Like,
that's part of
the eggs.
Some of the legends, like their mother laid a couple of eggs instead of giving birth normally, like you do.
But it's cool that they're going to be sailors, and they end up these guys end up being the patrons of sailors. They would appear to sailors as St. Elmo's fire, which is like a weather phenomenon that would warn sailors of impending lightning storms. So,
I mean, who else would you want?
Thank you guys.
Who else would you want to sail with you except for a boxer and a wrestler? What a great sailing. I'm sure they're great at sailing. because of these two things that they can do.
Polydeuces is played by John Crawford, who is uncredited. His most memorable film roles include the ill-fated chief engineer in the Poseidon Adventure. He was in Night Moves. He was the bumbling mayor of San Francisco in The Enforcer, and he is yet another American actor dubbed by a Brit.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we get Castor. Do you have anything more about Polydeuces, Rick?
Only that he can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. It'll be where the eagles fly higher and higher. It's going to be a man in motion. All he needs is a pair of wheels.
I love it. Yeah, Jason is a man in motion. And yeah. So then we have Castor tossing a dude over his shoulders. He looks like he hasn't eaten in weeks. This guy is played by Ferdinando Poggi, an Italian actor, uncredited. Also was the sword fight choreographer. He was in Golden Voyage of Sinbad as a sailor, and he was in Clash of the Titans as a guard.
Nice.
So yeah, he's the guy that choreographed the sword fight. And funny thing is, he plays Polydeuces' brother, played by John Crawford, and Ferdinando died in 2011, the same year John Crawford died. So
wow.
I'm sure they're two stars in the sky.
But they made it to 2011. That's awesome. I mean,
yeah,
that's old as hell. So good for them.
Anything more about Castor, Rick?
No,
I don't want to. Okay, how about
Castor
Castus?
Oyl. That's all I got for you. Castor Oyl.
Yeah, Castus. Did we just talk about Castor Oyl in the last one?
No.
Guy to play Castor Oyl in Popeye. Maybe that was in a TC.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, he was. That was in a TC boo.
Castus played. Yeah. Augustus, remember, this is Polias' son, played by British actor Gary Raymond. Has a twin brother named Robin. He's a butcher, must be a cool guy, knows his meats, you know. He's nicknamed the Gentleman. He was a big stage actor. He is still alive. He's 90 years old. So maybe we get a little Podcastus going.
Why does he get to go on the ship? Oh, I know why. Because he doesn't, at this point, dumb Jason doesn't know that that's King Polias.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And
Plus,
he doesn't know that that's his son.
Castus is doing his sling thing, and he's doing it better than everybody else. So he earns his spot on that boat, even though he's 100% going to betray everybody on this ship.
Oh yeah, 100%. He can definitely wear a tunic and a toga.
Maybe Polias pulled some strings and got him promoted. It was like a nepotism thing. But
so Castus is walking up to the sign-up table. He's like, "Do you know who my dad is?" Because Jason sure doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. So this character in mythology did actually journey with Jason, but was very, very minor. He wasn't like the antagonist as he's going to end up being. Spoilers. So his primary thing in mythology was after the journey. When Jason returned to Thessaly, Medea tricks Acastus' sisters into killing their father, Polias, and then Acastus drives Jason and Medea into exile and becomes king. Which would be a great ending to this movie.
Get ready for Jason the Argonauts too.
Yeah. Phalaris. We have Phalaris next. He's the champion archer. By the way, the field of phalaristics is the study of metals. So
yeah, not steel or iron or nickel. It's the subset of historical research where they specifically look at awards and ribbons and medals.
Yeah.
That is
like Headbanger's Ball.
Exactly.
He's the study of metals.
That's valoristics.
Played by, this is crazy enough, Andrew Folds. This man, in 3 years, was going to become a member of the Labour Party. He served in the British House of Commons, very left wing. He served from 66 to 97. Spoke out against racism, advocated for the Palestine cause. He was a critic of Israel. Opposed the British military involvement in various conflicts. He criticized Thatcher for the Gulf War. And since he was a former actor, he was often seen as very loud and would drop personal insults against people he debated with in Parliament. So he was one of those guys like, oh God, this guy again. Real loud, lefty,
I wonder if he ever pulled an Arnold Schwarzenegger and walked into Parliament with his bow from this movie and set it down on the table.
Yes, absolutely.
For those of you that don't know, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California, he walked into a meeting one time with the sword from Conan, said something about slashing the budget, put the sword on the table, and then they held the meeting.
Very intimidating. And yeah. Next is Euphemism of Tenerum.
Yep, another demigod.
Yeah, son of.
Well, he's a bit of a hog.
Can you guess which god Euphemism is the son of, Jonathan?
Poseidon.
Absolutely.
Yes, he is a swimmer.
In antiquity, Euphemism has the ability to walk on water, which I feel like it would give him an unfair advantage in a swimming competition.
Wait, is that a euphemism?
No.
Is that he can walk on water, or could he actually walk on water?
Literally walk on water. Yeah. It'd be funny if he just kind of like jumped off the boat. He's like, "Hey guys, so I'll meet you there." Played by Doug Robinson. Doug was really fun to look up.
Is a lot of this Americans dubbed over with British guys? Doug Robinson feels British American. Is he?
I don't think he is, because he has
just a working man.
He was an uncredited stuntman. He had a brother named Joe, also a stuntman. They were a family of champion wrestlers. He ran a gym with his brother, and he taught Sean Connery and Brian Blessed were two people that were there.
I thought his swimming looked familiar.
They also, together, the brothers, taught Honor Blackman judo for her role in the Avengers 2 years before
maybe
this.
For Hera. I was going to be like, whoa, judo, and did she flip that fat man up in heaven?
And then they end up doing a book with Honor called Honor Blackman's Book of Self-Defense, which is something we're going to need to pick up.
Oh, we might need to read that.
This guy, what a life. Okay. His stunt work is in Ben-Hur, 2001, 11 Bond movies from Connery to Dalton.
Wow.
Superman 1 through 3. He was actually a man on the street in 2. I'm just going to think he's the guy on the roller skates. 4 Pink Panther movies. He was a snowtrooper in Empire Strikes Back. He was in, he did stunts in American Werewolf in London, Temple of Doom, Willow, Batman, and some movie named Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He actually was really hoping to get the part of Grant in From Russia with Love, but he lost out to Robert Shaw because, as Doug thought, he's Sean Connery's golfing partner. So I lost.
So what you're saying is they went another way. That's a euphemism. Yes. In case you're wondering, I'm just gonna keep throwing in euphemisms as you go.
But because of this, when Doug was cast and Diamonds Are Forever actually got stunt work, Connery got his salary raised from 2,000 pounds to 9,000 pounds. So
nice.
So they went another way.
They did go another way. The next guy is Spyros of Syracuse.
Yeah,
he hurls a spear. I don't know who he is.
Listen,
I don't know
everybody remembers Spyros of Syracuse.
He's from
everybody loves.
What, Skylanders?
Yeah, he's he's depicted as young, energetic, adventurous male purple dragon. He's distinguished by his signature abilities in breathing fire,
so
charging at his enemies with his horns, using his wings to glide. Everybody loves Spyro.
Here's the thing about Spyros of Syracuse that I don't understand about any of these guys. Later on, we're going to see there's more than just these guys on the boat. So I'm kind of like, why do we fucking do this?
Yeah, and
why do we have this?
Like, how big of a part are these named characters going to play as opposed to the rank and file other Argonauts?
Like, am I going to get in every Ocean's 11 movie, each character has a story and something that is going to be part of this movie. So far from what I see, Hercules kind of takes over everything every time he's in a scene. So I'm interested to see what happens.
I have to wonder, do they bring in Spyros of Syracuse as sort of a original character? Like when you have a jukebox musical, you always have to introduce one new original song. You can't just have, needle drops of pre-existing music. So this is this is our version of Jason and the Argonauts because we threw in Spyros.
He's the Biff in the Back to the Future musical that probably has a song about being Biff. I have not seen that shitty musical, but I am sure there is a Biff song.
Maybe he is the Mary Sue of this play. Like Ray Harryhausen's like, I am Spyros in this movie. And, he does all the. Strangely enough, he slays Talos later. He takes down Zeus somehow.
I'm Spyros of Harryhausen.
Yes. And next one up, Hercules. Ever heard of him?
Hercules is here.
Yes, using
like how
his
he,
Roman name.
I like how he introduces
Heracles
himself in the third person.
Yes. When he pops up in front of the blue screen and he's like, he's here. Like just announcing himself and jumps down, does a big roll and has a big sweaty hug with Polydeuces. Let me tell you about Hercules, okay?
Before you get to that, let me tell you about one other bully. Biff Tannen sings the song Teach Him a Lesson with 3D and Slick in the musical Back to the Future.
I was this close to seeing that musical and my kid suddenly decided to throw a fit and didn't want to go, so I
went another
cancel
way.
the whole night. Yeah, I went another way. So I never saw it, but now
The
I'm
good thing is
not
the
regretting
real
that.
Biff, the real Thomas F. Wilson has the best song ever written, and it's the question song. And
Oh,
go
yes.
listen to that on the internet. It's just every question he's ever been asked. Is Michael J. Fox nice? Yes.
Yep.
Is what's his face weird? Yes.
What does the grip do?
Yeah, what is? He helps set up the scene and the lights. Go on.
So okay. Harryhausen said he wanted to avoid the Italian muscle man stereotypes.
Well, they
when he
did.
cast Hercules, so he's like a big guy, but he's like, he's not like beefcake, This is Nigel Green. He has a big filmography, but really nothing sticks out unless you're into Zulu or the Ipcris file. I'm not
I'm
familiar.
so into Zulu, guys.
He
I
was
just
in
I just like that Timothy Olmundson gets more work, and this is definitely. If you know who Timothy Olmundson is, he's from Psych.
God.
If you look
Yes.
at him now,
Yes.
he is this character. Like he looks
Big beard.
exactly. He has a giant beard and crazy hair,
Yeah.
and that is who. When I first saw him, I'm like, "Hey, Timothy, nice."
Nigel Green was in the Korean War. He was injured and he apparently had a metal plate in his skull that caused a lot of headaches. And he suffered from chronic bouts of depression and he died by sleeping pills at age 47.
Oh,
Was the
that's a shame.
Korean War before or after this movie? I don't remember where the Korean War is.
Korean War was 1950s.
I was
Okay,
just going to say.
Yeah.
So this is right after.
So
Yep.
yeah, the Korean War was MASH.
I know the show. I don't know what time it was. Like, I don't know if it was the 50s into the mid 60s.
Is this China Beach, Tour of Duty?
Yeah, it was after.
Which one of this?
After World War II, before Vietnam.
I know what it was after. Okay. I got that part.
Just pre-Civil War. The other thing I wanted to say, and I might throw this up on the TC View, one of Nigel's last roles was released posthumously in 1973. He played the Green Knight in Gawain and the Green Knight, which came out in 73.
Not the one we saw?
What no, that was
The
Sean
one we saw
Connery.
was Sean Connery, right?
Yeah, but what can't you see him doing like a very big Sean Connery performance as the Green? I think it would be cool
But
to
instead of living, he went another way.
see. Yep. So
Stop using my name in vain. That's Euphemism over there. What an asshole.
Yeah. So one thing that is very fun about Hercules or Heracles, whatever you want to call him, is I didn't realize that he was a descendant of Perseus. So when we saw Clash of the Titans, Perseus, his line, Zeus got directly involved.
so the Kraken's already been released at this point?
Yeah.
I am not getting the timeline at all.
It's weird
before
because
the Korean War, but after the Kraken is released.
yeah, so
Is this pre-Spartacus?
yeah. So if Perseus is Zeus's kid, and then you have this like long line of other generations, and then Zeus fathers another kid in that same
They're half
line.
brothers.
Yeah, so
They are both he is both the great grandson of Perseus, but also Perseus's brother.
yeah.
He is
I
both,
love how that
because
works.
He's his own grandfather, because what happened was if someone fucks somebody and they have a kid and then waits 40 years and then fucks somebody else and they have a kid, but that they're related to the kid of the kid, which is its own problems. But they're both half brothers and also great grandsons.
We have one more Argonaut I got to tell you about. Hylas.
That's
who
right.
So many times I would confuse with a Castus when watching this before. Like, isn't
Oh
that
yeah,
the same guy?
they got wormy guy. They're like, can we have two
Yeah.
wormy guys? The good thing is the bad wormy guy is greasy. And this guy, Hylas, is somehow not. I don't know quite what we're going for. Again, this is yet another person that looks like one of the cast of the Kids in the Hall. Everybody in this movie looks like that. That's just kind of where we are with the aesthetic of this movie.
Yeah. This is Scottish actor John Kearney. He did a lot of stage work. He was also an author and a biographer. He did mostly TV roles, but he played Mr. Murphy in A Night to Remember, which was about the Titanic. It was a small role, but he was asked about it when Titanic came out in '97, and this quote says, "Theirs was very high tech, ours was high heart. Leonardo DiCaprio played the same part I did, which was obviously fattened out for him, but it was the lower class guy falling in love with the girl and the class borders being broken down. And while the steerage class was locked in, my character found a way out, and so did DiCaprio's. The difference was he was paid thousands of pounds a second, and I was paid 20 pounds a day." So.
A Night to Remember is a euphemism for the Titanic disaster. All right. Thank you, Euphemus. God damn.
So Hylas shows up late.
Coming over here and telling us that.
Yeah.
They had shut down the sign-in tables by the time Hylas shows up. And so
they can have enough people.
If I can beat Hercules at something, my spot is assured.
I love that to show that he's smart, he's wearing a shirt.
Right.
I wear a shirt, so therefore I'm the smart one.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Hercules is the sexy one.
Meanwhile, George Hamilton's standing off to the side with bronzer on, just I'm ready for the sun.
They're all a little oiled up, which is and now that you talked about Hercules, like Hercules helping to train some of these people, like some of these guys helping to train. Yeah. When you see them, you're like, that's exactly what Sean Connery looked like. Like all these guys are 60s fit. Which is a completely different fit than we have now. Like all of us, most of the dads in this and non-dads would love to have any of the bodies that are in this movie because they're not muscular. They're just fit. Just fit. Except for the big fat guy who sits in the diaper on the ship later. We'll get to him. That guy is like the salty sea guy ogre. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he is, but
so I love I just want to say I love Hylas's introduction because it's almost like he cast a spell on Hercules. He walks up and he goes, "Hercules, yes," and then he goes, "Hercules," and Hercules turns around and goes, "Yes." It's just like it was like one right after. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It was like Hercules, yes, Hercules, yes.
So in antiquity, Hylas is Hercules's like sword bearer, his sidekick. Hercules describes Hylas as like a son to him.
His shield bearer.
Basically, if Hercules is Batman, Hylas is Robin.
Oh.
Like they are two peas in a pod, and this movie is like, yes, this is them meeting so that they can team up and go on adventures.
Well, we need dumb strength to have scrawny smarts.
Right.
So it works.
What do you guys think of this little discus competition that Hercules and Hylas have? Pretty good. It feels like bullshit to me, but I believe that Hercules would be able to throw a discus that great distance and hit that rock. I do not believe that Hylas would skip the discus and then have it bounce in such a way that it goes over the rock and keeps going. I don't think that's how skipping stones works. Also, we haven't gotten to it yet. I mean, we've in this cut we see Hercules's Herculean strength, which right now is kind of like, he just kind of works out and then just kind of summons stronger than everybody else. And just a little stronger. He's just a little stronger. Like I kind of want to see him do a power up later. I wanted him to throw the discus into the fucking sun. Like I wanted it to go like forever.
Behind the scenes, this is the first stop motion of the picture. The apparently members of the crew skipped stones. And Harryhausen animated a disc over one of the stones when it worked out. Oh, that's fun. Right. Yeah. And these discus, it's the plural of discus. I think it's discus. Discuses. Discuses. This guy. So yeah, that's a what's his face of Syracuse. Yeah, this guy. Hercules holds them up. He's like, discus?
Let's discuss.
Well, it is just a disc, but here in Greece we call it discus.
For those of us of a certain age, we all remember having to sign in to our Discuss account 900 times to leave any sort of comment on a message board in the early 2000s. It was a dark time.
Change that avatar. Oh,
I got to change the avatar. It's got to decide which one is not a stoplight. I can't even tell what these pictures are.
Two cool things I like about this scene. Number one, Hylas comes into this scene with a straw in his mouth like a badass, you know. He's just like Captain Kirk with the apple, you know. And then I love that Hercules is so cool. Like there's no pride. Like when Hylas beats him, it's just have a big sweaty hug, you know.
Listen,
and
there was pride
like
at one point, but then he killed all of the lions because he's wearing the skin of the Nemean lion at this point.
Yeah, that's when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh, the Nemean lion's kind of small. I wanted it to be like the Hercules movie with The Rock. I wanted it to be on his head, like a big ass. I wanted it to be like, yes. It wasn't. And then we go meet Argos after and I was like, oh, the Argonaut. I got it. It's Argos, everyone.
Well, we do get a few quick shots of Olympus.
Yeah.
The gods are gathered around the viewing pool, and Zeus gets a little huffy. He's oh, let Hylas have his day, and then he wanders off because his son got shown up by a kid.
I was wondering what the hell that was all about, but when you say that Hercules is a descendant of Zeus, that makes more sense. I'm like,
yep,
jeez, Hylas, a jerk.
So now we finally at least get to meet the big fat guy in the diaper.
That's
Argos.
right. Jason
Argos
says, I have a crew, and now all I need to do is see about that ship. And as he shows up, the ship is done.
Yeah.
He obviously put in this order a long time ago.
I love that Argus is like, oh, you came back. What was he building the ship for?
Oh, he was building it on spec. It was one of those things where you're at the craft fair and someone comes to your table and they're like, oh, you only take cash? Let me go to the ATM. I'll be right back. And then they never come back.
Yeah. And I guess
he's built. If you look down the beach there's 6 other ships for assholes that have asked for ships that have not come back to pay for them. And he's just like, oh, I keep building these ships. You idiots. Argos, get the money up front. You fucking idiot.
Argus, played by Lawrence Naismith. He actually played the captain on A Night to Remember.
That makes sense. He has very Captain of the Titanic vibes.
He was Merlin in Camelot, and he was also one of the stars of The Valley of Gwangi, a movie that only probably I saw, but it is a later Harryhausen production, and he was actually one of the 3 stars. In mythology, Argus was commissioned by Pelias to build this ship, and Athena helped him out, providing some guidance. There's very strong trees, enchanted wood to be brought down, and more on that in a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking about enchanted wood, here's your book recommendation. Read the Live Ship Traders by Robin Hobb.
Hell yeah.
In which they use. Don't read that first. You got to read Assassin's. Okay, first you got to read Assassin's. What was it called? Assassin's Apprentice.
Assassin's Apprentice.
And then Assassin's Master. You got to read those first. Those 3 by Robin Hobb, and then you got to read the Live Ship trilogy, which is fantastic. It's about boats that are alive. They're made out of living magic.
Oh.
Having read all 13 of the Elderling saga, you can skip straight to Ship of Magic.
You can.
If you go past Ship of Magic, then you do need to have the establishment of the.
Also, there's a reveal at the end of the Ship of Magic stuff that is from the other stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway,
Robin Hobb, go read her.
Robin Hobb, excellent writer.
Yep. But anyway, so this ship has a creepy face of hair on it that has eyelids that move.
Yep.
So that's weird as shit.
Argus is like, come see the figurehead. And Jason starts walking towards the front because that's where you put figureheads.
Yeah, right.
And Argus is like, actually, it's back here.
I got drunk one night and I thought stern was not the aft.
She's your classic backseat driver.
Yep.
Yeah. You're going the wrong way. You're going too fast. You're using too much sail. Oh my God. Hera, please.
Originally, this statue had a moving mouth And Ray Harryhausen was like, it looked a little bit like Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, I was about to say, did it look like a ventriloquist puppet? Because they don't it'd be like a nutcracker. Like he walks back to the back and takes a melon and puts it in her mouth and like, there you go, fresh juice every day from the gods.
And if you remember in Clash of the Titans, we have a different version of this. They kind of perfected it, I guess. They just projected Maggie Smith's face over the statue instead. Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah. I have some actual mythology about this. It's kind of boring because
great. I can't wait to hear it.
So Athena,
thanks for not cutting it out of the episode.
No problem. It's all in. Athena, with the help of Argus, put a piece of sacred oak on the prow of the ship, taken from the sacred grove of Zeus. Oh. This sacred piece of wood has the ability to speak in times of danger and advise Jason on what to do. And I guess there's just every once in a while he's like, thanks, talking branch. I mean, if you see, you'll see like paintings. There's just a branch on the, I guess, back of the ship. I'm not sure. But yeah, Jason was talking to a branch. He was not talking to Hera. And Hera,
which way are we going, Jason? The deck told me to go this way.
Some Argo, the ship is Argo. Some Argo trivia. It was built over a fishing boat powered by 3 large Mercedes engines that cost roughly $250,000 at 10% of the film's budget. They then sold the ship to 20th Century Fox after filming, and you'll see it again this month in Cleopatra.
Oh, okay. Great.
Apparently, while they were filming footage of the Argo, you see lots of cool shots of the Argo off the coast of Italy. A replica of the Golden Hind sailed into view, which is from it was a TV series called Sir Francis Drake. Everybody loved just tuning in.
Oh man, he's my favorite. He's my favorite. Yeah.
Producer Charles Schneer shouted, "Get that ship out of here! You're in the wrong century." So yeah, they kept on getting in each other's shots.
Here's what speaking of getting into each other's shots. I don't understand how this boat works. Yes, I know it's powered by 3 engines underneath in real time, but these idiots are rowing and they're also sailing, but sometimes they're sailing and not rowing, and then sometimes they're just rowing. And I understand that the wind goes away. Like I get that part. But when I was watching them, I was trying to figure out, are they rowing the correct way? Is really what I was thinking almost the entire time. I'm like, I think they're rowing backwards. And I was like trying to do it in my head, like how they're moving. Like I kept moving my hands with it. I'm like, I think they're not getting anywhere because they're not. I would love it if they looked up and they're still in the dock, and Argos is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
This is technically a galley. A galley is a ship with, and I think one of my favorite parts of the galley, my favorite crew member is the drum guy. Like, what a job! No paddling,
no name.
20 guys hate your guts.
So hey, slow down, asshole! You're going too fast.
This type of galley is a type of boat that would eventually be known as a pentaconter because it has 25 oars on each side, 50 total. Pentaconter meaning like 50 is in there somewhere, but it's a specifically designed for going on the ocean, moving quickly with the assistance of a sail. It will be outclassed at one point by the trireme because the trireme has 3 decks of oars where this one only has 1. But yeah, 2 guys per oar. And, you know, I can understand why you think, oh, they might be going backwards. But, you know, when you're rowing, you want to pull into the row. You don't want to be pushing into the row. So they're facing the correct direction for rowing. It's not like the competitive Asian boats where they're paddling forward. It's, you know, like rowing you'd see in Ivy League stuff where, you know, they're pulling backwards.
Yeah. I hope we're going the right way.
Listen,
it's hard to tell because they put the front of the boat at the back and they had it face them. So I'm sure they're all confused.
The boat has 2 big oars that they use as rudders.
Yeah.
Which seems funny that they only ever show the guy holding on to 1 rudder at the back.
And he's like moving it a lot. And it's like, hey man, it's a rudder. Don't use it. You're not helping, sir. Like this little motion you're doing is not really helping the rowing.
There's some cool shots though. We get a kind of a montage here. The shot of Hera's silhouettes framing a sunset was a really nice shot.
Do you think Hera is only watching when the statue's eyes are open? Like,
No, yeah. Why does it close its eyes when when they get on the boat? They kind of closes its eyes like Hera's asleep.
like, is there a situation where an Argonaut is up in the middle of the night, he's taking a shit over the side of the boat, and suddenly the statue's eyes open, and he just locks eyes with the statue while he's trying to do his business?
Stop watching me.
I can't go.
I
If
assume
you're watching,
nobody-
Hera.
I
know
assume
you're
nobody
always
knows.
watching.
Nobody sees it.
I assume that spraying pool is just for watching people poop and have sex. That is my.
I love that this montage kind of ends with a nice shot, a beautiful shot of Argus splayed out in his diaper and under the hot sun, just fanning himself.
What's the
crew-
coolest thing I can lay on? Fur. I'm gonna lay on fur.
And the crew is running out of water. I will say the production ran out of food at one point during filming and was left only with cornflakes and spaghetti, they said.
Oh, the spaghetti
All
comes
they had.
from me. I'm from Syracuse, and I got a spaghetti. Yeah.
And
But there's no sauce. It's just spaghetti. It's the
Just
driest.
spaghetti.
That's so rough.
that's at least what the trivia is. It didn't say anything about sauce.
It's one of the things when you're watching this, you're like, okay, you're running out of water. How much did you bring? Like, how did you not check when the gods told you to go somewhere and you'd never been there before? How did you provision this ship? Like, are we talking? Do we think it's been months?
Well,
How much do we stock for the end of the world? We got to get
Right.
there.
well, Acostus says we should sail back to Icos and resupply there, and Jason says no, we'll lose 5 days. I don't know where Icos is, but
But they're only 5 days away from
wherever it
furthest
is, they're
place.
only 5 days past that.
Right. So I'm kind of like, this kind of sucks that you guys. Okay, I wrote in my notes, which I don't take, but I take them in my
You
head.
mean trivia?
Yeah, this is my trivia. No, it's a note. My note is I don't want to call it Jason and the Argonauts anymore. I want to call it Jason and the Dickheads, because every one of these guys is a dickhead. And the slightest thing that happens, they all go off on their own. They're like, Hercules fucks off and does something.
Yeah.
Bad greasy guy gets mad and wants to go back. And no one will, he's like, Jason won't listen to me. Fuck off, man. You're on the ship. He's your boss.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's telling you where to go. And
Yeah, I
then
know
like,
everybody's
Jason's
on
like-
edge. They're
Jason's
only
like all
on
these guys
3 sips of
they've
water
all
a
got
day.
they've all got hand like blisters. And Argos is like, yeah, you just rub brine on it. It'll take care of it. It's like, well, then go do it. I'm like, dude, you've got to work. You've got to work on your management. Everybody's got to work on this. You can't just be like, you made these guys row. They've never rowed before. That guy's a wrestler. That guy throws spears. They're not used to,
Did you guys, by any chance, look into brining your hands?
No.
So I looked on a couple of different message boards for rock climbers, boxers, wrestlers. The idea is that you put your hands in salt water, because brine is just salty water,
right?
And
which they have tons of.
It toughens up your skin, but what it also does is it severely dehydrates your skin.
Sure.
And anything that makes your skin less elastic is going to make you less effective at fighting and climbing and rowing. There are modern equivalents of like different creams and poultices that you can use to toughen up your skin without completely destroying it with salt water. Because you look at people like Argus, he looks like a handbag because of all of the ocean spray and sun that he keeps getting. The dude is probably 25 years old and he looks a million years old.
Well, I'm only going to live to 30. So as we know, 30 is the new 80.
Meanwhile, Castus is like, I didn't know there was ocean spray on board. No, this is the first part where he starts giving some passive aggressive bullshit.
Especially when the water, they're like, this one guy's about to pass out and Jason's like, don't get in any water. And when I wanted to be like, that's not water, that is actually lube. We're lousy with lube, and like we didn't bring enough water. We run tons of lube.
And this is when, so Jason sends Argus away to go brine some hands. And this is where Jason talks to Hera. And I love the effect is much like the one I have right now on the Zoom camera. This is just like the movie. Jason
Because
talking
they
to Hera.
didn't have a split diopter. They couldn't show things in the foreground and in the background, both in focus. So to do that, this is split diopter. This is pre-diopter. They just said, let's do green screen of the guy close, and the other stuff in the background will continue to be crystal clear.
Oh.
Should we be worried about the lighting? Should we try and make them look the same?
Nope. It's green screen. Let's go.
That does make more sense though.
Whatever they use, they weren't using green screen. They were using what the hell they were using back then.
Yeah, probably reverse projection.
Blue screen?
Probably.
So this is Hera helping Jason for the third time. We are barely on this adventure, and we are already 3 out of 5. Because Hera has to go through the list and be like, listen, I've already helped you 2 times before, and Jason doesn't realize that he's been helped twice. He's remembers when he learned where the police was, and he didn't realize that Hera threw Pelias in the river. He's like, that was Pelias? What?
I know. Now you tell me this? Like, really? You couldn't just say, hey, just so you know, that's Pelias. If you kill him, you'll be king, and then you can go get the golden fleece. But
Hera's standing on the side of the river. Hold him under the water. hold him under the water.
Brine him good.
So yeah, the wish number 3 is basically she advises him to sail north and reach the Isle of Bronze by noon. Hephaestus labored there to make weapons for Zeus, and of course,
I'm more of a Hephaestus fan, not a Hephaestus. Just so you know,
you say Hephaestus, I say. Wait.
If you look in the background too, you can see Gallipoli or whatever his name is brining this poor bastard's hands. If you look back there, he actually is doing that during this whole scene.
I think it's Hephaestus, and then it's Hephaestivus for the rest of us.
Yes, the Hephaestivus for the rest of us.
I just call him Vulcan.
Well, that's a good, I've always called him.
Actually,
this is one of the times I actually enjoy Hephaestus more. I think that's a better name.
Son of, get this, he's the son of Zeus and Hera. What?
Okay.
These 2 hooked up? They didn't just like bang other people? Or
this was a bit of a Nepo baby situation. Hephaestus went to his dad, said, hey, I need a job. And Zeus was, hey, let you make weapons and armor for me. There you go.
You're not good at anything else.
And you're ugly as sin.
Not just, I mean, all the palaces on Olympus were forged by him. Zeus's thunderbolts, Achilles' armor, Hermes' winged sandals, and apparently the first woman, Pandora, was made by him. He created the world's first quote-unquote robots.
Like Bibu. Boober.
Yeah. Just like Bibu. Or Bubo.
Look, its name is Bubo.
Whatever that little owl
golden
is.
maidens to assist him. And of course he made Talos, who we're going to meet. But I looked up the Isle of Bronze, which is not a place. It was actually, he went to the Isle of Lemnos in the Aegean Sea.
Okay.
The island was populated by Hephaestus's cult. And in the Argonautica, the island was populated solely by women who had murdered all the men as a punishment for Aphrodite for neglecting her worship. The Argonauts, including Jason, stayed here for some time, mingling with women, repopulating the island. Jason left the line. And then Hercules was actually the one that pressured Jason, like, hey, we got to go get that fleece.
I'm starting to itch.
Because
leave.
This movie shows Hercules doing the opposite, where Jason goes and tells the Argonauts, this is where we're going. This is where we're going to get there. We are instructed to take only food and water. We leave everything else behind. And Hercules is
about
like,
the women?
do you think there's going to be women there? I'm going to take a woman. He's looking for 3 things. He wants a firm leg, just one, a full bosom, and a warm heart.
Oh.
The quote is, if I meet a girl with a firm leg, a full bosom, and a warm heart, let no man try and stop me. And of course, I said that from memory because it's my high school senior quote in the yearbook. That
was not mine.
No.
No.
What was yours?
Superman, I want to fly like Superman.
Aw.
I believe that's from the Kinks or somebody.
Nice.
I actually quoted music in my high school yearbook, even though I didn't even know what the song was. It just had to do with Superman, so I used it.
This is making a lot of sense.
Also, my picture is me in I made someone take me with my because everybody takes their, we had senior photos that are like in your tuxes, but they're also like casual senior photos. My casual one was me pulling off, like I'm undressing I had to find a phone booth. Luckily it was like 93, so there were still phone booths. Went to the only phone booth I could find and it's me pulling the shirt off with the Superman.
With the shield?
Symbol. Oh yeah. The whole thing. Yeah, there was a lot of work involved.
I was the kid whose parents did not want to pay for senior photos, and the yearbook staff was like, "Just stand against that wall. I'll take a picture of you. Thanks." Cross my arms, try to look cool.
I mean, we were basically wearing Dickies. Like they had us come in. Like you could come in. I had a tux because I was in a music group. You know how it is when you're in a music group. You have a tux. But I had everyone else basically wore a Dickie of a shirt and a little, like it wasn't even a coat. It was a shawl that in the picture looks like a coat. So, anyway, moving on. Did we talk about the fact that the Argo has eyeballs on the front of it?
Oh no. Yeah, as you go, yeah. So,
is this a classic ship style? I know you said it was a Decepticon, or yes, an octogenarian, or whatever the hell you called it.
A Pentaconter.
Yeah, sure. Is that might be for? Is it the way it's shaped also like a Pentaconter's shape, or is it just because it has 50 rowing things?
The name specifically comes from the number of oars, but the general shape of the ship is quite classical.
Okay, I didn't know if it had been fudged for the 60s, like whatever. I do like them when they go after the goats. That Hercules just has a giant club.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
We should mention before they get off the boat that part of Jason's warning is that. There is one person that would stop Hercules from taking women off of the island, and that is Talos. So watch out for him.
Walk around and find out.
In antiquity, Talos was a giant bronze man who protected the island of Crete.
I also played Dracula and Zorro.
Yeah, this is not the Isle of Crete because you do not sail north to get to Crete. If you start off in Thessaly, you have to sail very far south.
Yeah, Hermanosis.
So,
my favorite thing before they get off the boat is they dock. This is the greatest fucking ship ever built. Like it's got all the wood. Everything is perfect. It is commissioned by Pelias in mythology, and they have a fucking boulder as an anchor.
Yep.
They just toss this boulder off. I'm like, you guys couldn't make a cool anchor, or
did they not have anchors at this point? Like real anchors? Like what we would consider anchors?
I think they were called like anchorus. No,
I
really don't know.
Ankylosaurus.
Anchor Conter. Rick is looking that up, I'm sure.
It's the ancient Greeks.
He's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
They were essentially buckets of stone. Bunch of assholes. At some point when the Romans specifically started inventing it after the Greeks invented the anchor, but the anchor was basically rocks.
Or just one giant boulder. That's funny.
Yeah, I like that. It's just a big papier-mâché rock that just kind of floats on the water.
Yeah.
On a behind the scenes of the podcast tip, at this point, I'm like, Rick, when is this going to cut off? Are we gonna? We're gonna do all of Talos? No. It's kind of a tease. It's a nice tease. But there was the classic commercial break right before saw the Argo.
When we get there, and then it fades to black. You're like, what's the fade to black for? What is this for? This is a movie. What are you doing?
Yeah, listen, we're always in a certain situation where there seems to be a natural point where the cut should end. But because of how I've divvied up the movie, it just keeps going for a little bit longer than it should. And that's
this cut would have been
how
like 7 minutes, maybe if you did that. If you did that, it would be like 7-minute cut. But so it wouldn't. It worked fine.
Yeah.
So here we are on the Isle of Bronze.
Yep. So we see a little herd of goats, as everybody I'm sure is aware. Goats are a huge part of Grecian culture. They're a great source of milk, cheese, fur. Well, not fur, wool specifically, and of course meat.
Mm-hmm.
So when Hylas and Hercules see a herd of goats, they book it right after them.
Yeah, they're starving at this point. Nothing but spaghetti and
I'll let me eat spaghetti and whatever the hell else.
They come across some massive sculptures, including a massive guy perched on a pedestal. And is this the largest sword we've ever covered on this show?
Absolutely.
Wait,
because we haven't talked about any large robot movies or anything like that.
Well, let's
why haven't we?
I guess it counts because I guess in the movie Clash of the Titans, did Zeus have a sword, or whoever the hell was the statue they were destroying at the beginning of the movie?
Nope, it's Thunderbolt.
He has a thunderbolt, right? Not a sword. Thunderbolt doesn't count as a sword if you hold it that way, right? You got to hold it like this. If you hold a thunderbolt like this, it could be a sword.
Okay.
By the end is what you're saying. Yeah.
Right.
If you hold it from the middle, not a sword. If you hold it by
Nope.
the very end.
Right.
I just want you guys, when you get to the end of this movie and you rate it, you want to give it your sword, just remember I brought up the movie with the biggest sword that we've ever covered. So, I mean, if that counts as something.
Well, it's not the biggest because remember, Talos is really only this tall. He's only like in Ray Harryhausen. He's only like, maybe 2.5 feet tall.
I got all my Talos trivia for next time. Okay.
It's not the size of the sword. It's how you use it.
No, it's how you film it. It's how you film it. You can make small. Hey guys, from different angles, certain swords look a lot bigger. Just I'll let you know that.
Baby carrot for scale.
Yeah,
I like that Hylas is like, are these one of the Titans? You know, so we get a little mention of the Titans here.
It's like
we
dumbass.
see multiple bronze statues here. Obviously, we've got Talos up front. We've got a large figure of a woman who is reclined back. Behind him. Further on, there's a naked dude with a discus up on the hill.
With a what?
Some other kid with
His discus
pipe or something. I don't know. I'm just saying this movie would have been very different if instead of going into Talos's pedestal, they went into the pedestal of the big lady.
It was a big naked lady.
Yeah.
I actually did do a Google image search of each one of these, and I didn't get anything. But the two statues in the beginning in Mount Olympus, I found that they were actually modeled after Poseidon and Athena, actual real statues. Right. So
now
it feels like those two, like it feels like they're like trying to. I guess at this time, I guess all of them are. Do you think all of them are actually robots that have been created by Hephaestus?
If they're a robot, they got to tell us. Yeah, if we ask.
I love the acting here because I love it when people slow down, and this happens in all 50s, 60s movies. Anytime there's shit in the background they're like, okay, when you get out there, just know that we're gonna have giant things, so you need to look at them. Everyone has a tendency to slow act. Have you noticed? Like at one point, they're like, come this way. You're not underwater. What are you doing? Just like walk normally. Like, why are you walking this way? They're walking slowly. And I was like, why are you walking slowly? If you saw these in real life, you'd be like, whoa, look at this. Instead, they're like, oh, look, come over here. I see something. And you're like, what are you doing?
And we might want to call these guys stupid for seeing the pedestal that says Talos. They've been warned about Talos. They see a slightly open door and they're like, we should definitely go in there.
We should 100% go in there.
Is it because we have seen so many stories of don't go in there?
All right.
And they don't know that.
they don't know. They're open door. That means
Robin, I do want to remind you.
It is Jason and the dickheads. That's why, because they're dickheads. They don't know what they're doing.
It's not Talos. It's Talos.
Talos.
If you're talking about Talos, you're more likely referring to like the name of the emperor and god hero of mankind, Tiber Septim, after he ascends to godhood and becomes the 9th divine in the imperial
what the hell are you talking about?
pantheon.
Yeah. Rick is just stroking out all of a sudden.
Either that or you're talking about the Faerunian greater deity of storms and destruction.
Yes, I'm always talking about the Faerunian deity. Always.
Talos, he's the Storm Lord.
All right, so
at least that's what he wants us to call him.
Yeah,
that's a nickname that he wants. He's like, you definitely call me the Storm Lord.
Anyway, let's go inside the pedestal, which is basically a giant jewelry box.
Mm-hmm. It is one of the worst photoshopped before Photoshop matte paintings of this movie. I have to say, it is just ridiculous that they're like, really, you're going to sell this as an actual space? It's not. It's just a superimposed image of some woman's jewelry box, right? It looks really bad. I have to say.
This establishing shot of the inside of Talos's pedestal, there is a red jar front and center, and I swear that red jar is depicting someone kicking another dude in the crotch.
Yes. I see it. Yeah, there's a Grecian urn with like a story.
I tried Google image searching all these different things, and it really, if you look closely, it looks like Ray just kind of cut things out popped them in there. Like the vase is like off. It looks like gravity doesn't really work there.
Also, I don't know.
It's really weird.
They couldn't decide the scale because some of the stuff in it. Oh, this is a jewelry box, and that's a pearl, and this is a brooch pin. But then there's like vases in there. Well, what are those? Those are like tiny cups to the gods. Like what are those? Like what? Like decide what you're gonna have. Either you're having everything being huge or everything is normal size. But there's like normal size shit in there with the giant stuff.
Yeah,
and I love
Jeff's
the first
Funko
thing.
collection.
The first thing Hercules picks up is this fucking brooch pin. He's like, weapon. He's like, it's a sword. It's a spear.
Yeah.
He's just so excited. I love it.
I feel like Hercules is going to be a liability going forward.
Oh, he sucks. But he's great also. He sucks and is great at the same time.
He's the lesser dickhead.
Okay. Speaking of people that he looks like, when they look at the door and it closes, that's George Hendricks.
Yeah.
That's George Hendricks with gray hair. Friend of the show.
I'm there. Yeah.
Host of the Mogwai Minute. That's George Hendricks. I've seen George Hendricks without a shirt on, and I don't know if he's Hercules level, but
Such a
it's
lucky
pretty good.
guy.
Pretty good.
Is he like Hylas level or?
Here's what I need someone to do. Can someone take Hercules and put a pair of jorts on him? That's what I need. If you do that, then I'll know for sure. And a tank top. If you put a tank top on him and a pair of jorts, I'll know if it's George. Otherwise, I can't tell the difference.
Say now, this is inside baseball talk.
Oh yeah. Only like 10 people are going to get this, but I don't care.
I already brought up Jeff's Funko collection, and everybody tuned out at this point.
Jeff's so excited you brought him up again.
So anyway, the Hercules, of course, is like, hey, they left it lying around. It's obviously up for grabs, right? Nothing
Hercules
wrong here.
believes in
because
the
he's
Greek totem.
He's never seen a movie.
Yeah.
Never
He
read
believes
a
in
book.
finders keepers. He believes in finders keepers, losers weepers. It's an old Greek myth.
I love how the door slams shut as if to say, seriously, don't do what you're about to do. Don't be dumb.
Listen, they almost got away scot-free, and then Abu, the monkey, saw that giant red jewel and went up there and grabbed it, and then it melted away, and the giant tiger head was like, I don't remember what he said. It's been a long time since I've seen
you
Aladdin.
Stole my lamp or something.
It's when Short Round leans over and hits the button with his back.
I didn't touch anything.
And then they go running up to the door, and then Hercules, to summon his strength, blows into his hands to make his back stronger.
I wish he had done like a little bit of like a loon call, like flutter his hand a little bit.
Maybe he played a little harmonica and they took the audio out and they were like, that's not cool.
Yes. Let me get my harmonica, and he pulls that one out from his bandolier and he starts playing Blues Traveler.
This is kind of an old reference, like half of references we're making. But it's a movie from the 60s. What the hell am I supposed to do? Does anyone remember the cartoon called Sinbad the Sailor, where they had a guy who was on a boat, and he was a sailor, and if they were in trouble, he would cinch his belt, and when he cinched his belt tight, he got strong. Like it's almost
like, oh my God, seriously?
And they play like a song, like it's like Popeye.
I've tried that so many times.
Sinbad the Sailor. I remember that, and he would become like superhuman. That's kind of what I feel like is happening with Hercules. He's like, I'm gonna blow into my hands, and that's gonna blow into. As everyone knows, as all Greeks know, this is just science. Blow into your hands, makes your arms bigger. Everyone knows this.
Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in if you're in Tintin or Ambolin.
Now, I got that reference.
So the door gets shoved open, and I'm sure everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be great next week. Or 2 weeks from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rick, you're just teasing us with Talos and Thalos and Thalos and Talos.
And
you got to tease everybody so that way they come back for the episode to come, because next time, angered by Hercules' thievery, Talos awakens and pursues the Argonauts as they attempt to make their escape to the sea. Using his wits rather than his courage, Jason is able to defeat the great monstrosity and allow the voyage to continue following extensive repairs to the Argo. Leaving Hercules behind, they sail on to Phrygia to seek out Phineas, the blinded man. See a disabled man harassed by harpies in cut 3 of Jason and the Argonauts.
Jason and the Dickonauts.
This next cut features probably my favorite moment in this movie.
I haven't gotten to it yet. Don't tell me. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay.
Rick and I are very excited to watch it. So far, even though the janky, like it's still a little bit of janky, stuff with the double exposures because you just can't get the at this point Harryhausen I don't think had figured out yet that your sets have to have almost more detail when they're bigger because they have, even though they're small and then you're blowing them up to big, those pedestals have almost no detail on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they do have detail. They're just tiny to
really
regular eye, but you have to make almost your details pronounced and bigger in model making so that when you look at it from afar, you're like, oh yeah, okay, that looks good. Like when you watch people, sometimes on TikTok, I'll watch people like making like train track beds and stuff like for their little model trains. And when you kind of go, oh, I feel like they're overdoing it. Like they're overdoing the amount of scrub brush and stuff they're putting in there. And then you look at it after and you're like, no, they did it right. They overdo the stuff so that there's lots of different textures and different things. So your eye kind of goes, that's a real thing. As opposed to you look at this and you're like, it's too smooth. It's a model.
I mean, this is the son of Zeus and Hera that made this thing. It's going to be smooth.
Hephaestus doesn't have.
He's a master craftsman.
He doesn't have seams or.
Hephaestus Harryhausen definitely has no flaws.
I'm just saying that these guys. We've learned from watching a ton of things and backgrounds of ILM. A lot of this stuff is seat of their pants stuff at the time. A lot of them are like, shit, I don't know how to make this. We're gonna do this, and you just just kind of come up with it and do it.
Yeah. More of that next week, definitely.
Yep, can't wait. Still a good movie. Whoever picked this, doing good. Yeah. Whoever picked this, biggest sword I've seen so far.
Biggest sword
doesn't mean it's the best sword. Just means it's a big sword.
We'll have to look at it closely next week to see if it is it bigger than his arm. Like
oh my god, are you gonna get a technicality of that? It's actually a knife.
I hope it's not a knife. I'm gonna be screwed.
Gonna be out here teaching the controversy.
It's okay if it's a short sword. We're okay. We understand that there are short swords.
All right.
And if he holds it by the middle, you're screwed.
Yep.
Not a sword. It's a lightning bolt. So you know. Okay.
Yep.
There's only like 15 to 20 rules for this show. It's not like we have that many.
Yeah.
It's a tailless
oldest time.
Oldest time. That's what I was trying to spit out.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So jump on the social medias, follow us there. Subscribe to us on patreon.com so you can listen to all of the fun stuff we got planned.
Patreon.com/swordboys.
Yep. Coming up next week on the Patreon, we've got a next time. Last week we watched The Warrior and the Sorceress. Saw a lot of gratuitous nudity. That's what you're missing on the Patreon. Yeah. We're watching some absolute trash over there.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, there's an odd amount of boobs. Not an even. An odd amount of boobs in that movie. Need I say more?
I can't. Our TC boobs have gotten better and better. All right. See you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Clang, clang!
Clang, clang!